Hi everyone, it's Jess, and welcome to the first episode of my Renovating The Sims 4 series. Today I'm going to be renovating the Spencer Kim Lewis household. So I did start by editing The Sims, mainly focusing on Alice and then the daughter of Eric and Alice. So I did a little bit of that. You'll kind of see them in the background. They're a little bit different. I made Alice Kim a little bit more edgy, I guess. And then I just put a couple cuter outfits on the daughter. So yeah, you can sort of see them in the background there. For starters with the house, I basically just chose to make it a little bit smaller. So I cut out basically the entire back half of the house, so there's no longer a little hallway that connects the grandparents' room, or the grandfather's room. It's Alice's dad's room in the back there. So I actually made that a separate outdoor little house. So he's got his own kitchen, and he's a little bit more secluded from the rest of the house. And then Eric's mom sleeps upstairs, and she is in the rest of the house, so that's okay. But I wanted to give at least one of them their own space because it was very connected. That was a lot of grandparents living in one space like that. But yeah, I'm sort of a little bit pleased with this build. I really like the color, as opposed to what it used to be. So I was at least pleased with that. In terms of the shape of the house, I'm not sure if I made it worse or not. Same goes with the windows. Maybe I made it worse, but I am really pleased with the inside of the house, which you'll see going on, but the outside's a little bit iffy still. It was a really weird house, and I wanted to keep the kind of general look of the house the same, which is hard because I don't do that many modern builds. I'm not as well equipped to do the modern builds, so hopefully it turned out okay. Who knows? Maybe I made it terribly, terribly worse. I also found the window placement of this house really awkward. It doesn't look like a house. It looks like an office building or condos or something like that. I don't know how I feel about my decision to not put any windows on any of the white bump out parts of this house. It could have done with some windows, I think. So I'm a little bit regretful of that, but it's fine. So yeah, you can see the kind of general floor plan I've done there. So just on the bottom floor, I chose to do a larger kitchen area, because if you've got a big house like this, you're gonna have a giant awesome kitchen, right? So I did choose to do that instead, just to make it a nicer big modern house without too much empty space, because before it felt a little bit empty. Though in terms of builds in the base game of the Sim 4, it was significantly less empty than a lot of the other houses that are in the game, so I guess it could be seen as one of the better ones, who knows. And then I gave them a little bit more of a cohesive patio area. I left most of the landscaping the same, actually, because I did kind of like the way they did the backyard kind of thing with the little bit of the garden in the middle. You can see it right there, and then the deck around it. I liked that, so I kept that basically the same. I did edit the garden a little bit that the grandpa has access to, so that is a little bit different. But yeah, I gave him his own little front porch area, covered porch, and just made it match the rest of the house a little bit more, because before it was this the weird green color. It didn't match the rest of the house at all. So yeah, I made the exterior match, and then the inside of his house is a little bit different in terms of the aesthetic, because I felt he would bring his own furniture, whereas the main house, it's kind of Alice's pet project. She's the one that planned most of the interior designing, and it's got giant modern art features, and I feel she really likes modern art, and that's kind of part of her thing. And then Eric's okay, we can have whatever you want, sweetie. But yeah, so I like I said, I am pleased with the the inside of the house more so than the out. Yeah, I also, like, the windows for this one was hard, because I wanted to find, like, windows that still looked modern, but also, I don't know, I just kind of didn't like the ones I ended up choosing. I tend to like the less modern windows more in builds, so it was a bit of a struggle to find ones that I liked. And in the end, I still didn't really like them, so whatever, it's fine. I gave them a pool because they didn't have a pool to begin with, which I thought was weird. Oh, I guess it's because it's the base game, so that does make sense. But I figured they would have a pool, because they've got this, like, giant rich house, and like, rich people have pools, right? So I updated that a little bit, gave them a pool, a little floaty to hang out on. And yeah, I put a little fountain in their little garden area. And then, the inside I gave them just, like, kind of basic, like, kitchen, living space, dining room, because they didn't really need more than that, and it's still, like, big and giant and modern looking, so whatever. And then, yeah, there's one bathroom on the bottom floor, one bathroom on the middle floor, and then I believe 2 bathrooms on the top floor, because the master bedroom is up there. 2 bathrooms. And then the grandpa has his own bathroom too. So yeah, I changed the placement of a couple of the things, like the stair placement, to make them all a little bit more connecting, because before it was off to the side, and in the back end of the house, which I, like, took out, so I needed to change the stair placement around a little bit. And then this middle floor here has, the only bedroom on this floor is Olivia's bedroom, the daughter, and then there is a bathroom, and they've got their laundry room there, because I wanted to get them a laundry room that perhaps if they have, like, a maid, the maid can use that laundry room for them, because I feel like they're rich enough that they could have a maid. Definitely. Like, the funds that I had from this household were all, like, funds they already had, and from taking off, like, stuff in the house and deleting everything in the house. Like, they're super loaded. And I didn't realize that until, like, actually going in and editing their house, because I've played with some of the characters in other stuff, but actually I had in my Not So Berry challenge, which I am not posting, it's just one I'm doing for fun, I had my first generation person marry Eric Lewis. Actually, they're not married yet, but he's the father of our second generation, so yeah, I forgot that he was married to Alice Kim, and felt kind of bad about it when I had him be part of my household. I moved him out of their household and made them get a divorce, because I didn't want to waste time building a relationship with anybody else, because they already had one and they were co-workers, and yeah. So I didn't realize how rich he actually was. I could have used some of that money. But yeah, I'm just changing the wall colors here, making them all a little bit more of a neutral, like, similar vibe throughout the whole house. I spent a long time picking out the cabinet colors, just because I didn't know. I wanted it to be, like, modern enough, but also just look good with the rest of the house. So I ended up using those ones from the adventure. Yeah, I ended up just using the one, like, the Salvadoria ones, which is okay. I also struggled a lot with, like, the top cabinet placing. But yeah, I wanted to give them, like, a giant kitchen and then, like, a little eating nook back there. But yeah, like, huge, massive kitchen, because who doesn't want a huge, massive kitchen in their giant house? But yeah, I find that I always struggle with, like, finding things that I want that also match the color scheme that I'm going for, because there's usually, like, chairs and tables that I really like, but they never match the color scheme, which is why I wish we had a color wheel. I think everyone wishes we had a color wheel in The Sims 4, but oh man do I wish we had a color wheel in The Sims 4. It would make life so much easier. Yeah, give them a little bit of an island, just, like, even more seating area, in case they have, like, people over, they can hang out in the kitchen area too while somebody cooks. I don't know who the cook in the house would be. Maybe it would be Eric. I don't think either of them have like super high cooking skill to start off with, but who knows? Yeah, so I'm actually probably going to post this today when I'm recording it. So Thursday, I missed posting it yesterday because I had my online class in the morning, and then I just felt super sick, super headachy all day, so I kind of just took a day off. I was also off from work, so I did not get much done at all, but that's okay. Plus my summer class is getting to be a lot. I swear, with online classes, when it's online as opposed to in person, there is more stuff to do every week. Because there's like, you're expected to post in forums, like actually respond to people. So I've been feeling like I have a lot more to do than I thought I would. So that's been a little bit stressful, and I'm just taking like one English class online. But it's a little bit jarring, a little bit not what I'm used to. I'm definitely not used to the whole online class thing, which I guess I'm going to have to get used to, because it turns out I'm probably going to be finishing my entire degree online, because my school they've made an announcement that they're going to do online classes in September as well, mostly, which is kind of going to be weird, because I'm actually a theater major, but I'm not like doing acting or anything. So all I really have left to complete my degree is a bunch of theater history classes. So hopefully I can do those all online and they offer enough. But if not, I just can't graduate. So I don't know how they're gonna work out the more like hands-on learning type classes, like theater and like visual arts, basically any fine arts. It's like, how are you gonna do this? So we'll see. They haven't made an announcement about what they're gonna do for the fine arts majors yet. Hopefully they don't make us all suffer, because that would suck. I want to graduate. I'm actually trying to graduate in the fall semester and not do anything in the second semester, because I only have 4 more credits to do. So I would really like to be over and done with, and then getting a job soon. Who knows? Maybe I could even get a full-time job during the fall semester if classes are all online. Though considering how much I'm struggling with this one online class right now, while working half days, I don't know if I could do it. So, we'll see. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with how the kitchen turned out in the end. I was struggling with it throughout, but by the end of it, I was like, I like this. This is okay. I ended up using a lot of like Moschino lights. I used a lot of Moschino stuff and a lot of the fitness stuff for like other lighting and stuff, just because they were some of the more modern packs. So I tried to do like a more like beigey type modern vibe, just to make it a little bit more neutral than having everything be, because I know some of the modern builds have like a lot of the more dark furniture, but I wanted to give her like a big art installation thing back there and the nice modern living room and everything like that. So I hope it turned out okay. I didn't know what else to put in that little like corner spot, so it's like a giant sculpture. Alice would like that. I feel like Alice would like that. Maybe I'll do a video of I did record the edits I did to them in Create-A-Sim. But yeah, really the most exciting one was Alice. I gave her just a little bit more edgy of a look, because I felt like she deserved a makeover. But yeah, I plan on doing an edit for every house and community lot in the game, I guess. Because I thought it'd be cool just to have like my own take, or like try at everything, which I'm putting all into one save. I'm probably gonna try and keep most of like the exterior of the houses to be, and like the places to be like sort of similar, and then just like completely renovate the inside. But we'll see. I might come across some houses that I completely just bulldoze. Who knows? But I'm just starting with Willow Creek, so I'll go through everything in Willow Creek first, and then move on to Oasis Springs and all of them after that, which will be cool. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to do that. I'm also working on a couple other like build challenges. I want to do some stuff where I use like everything from one stuff pack, and I want to do like all the stuff packs. But yeah, I put like lots of art in the dining room area. That giant like wall thing from Dine Out, which I've never used before because I don't do many like modern build type things, and I don't do many community lots in my own gameplay. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to use the giant wall thing. I think it looks kind of cool. If I had like a modern mansion like this, I would probably put that in my house. Maybe. I feel like I wouldn't have a modern mansion like this. If I were to have a mansion, it would be like more classic a little bit. But with like blue country house interior. I don't know. So yeah, I started on Olivia's room here. So I wanted to give her like more of like the dream kids room. Her parents are rich. She deserves a beautiful, fun bedroom. I gave her like a cool little like reading nook by the windows, which I thought was really cute. Like, I would love this as a kid. I feel like, I mean, I didn't have like a blue themed room as a kid. I think my room was purple. And then like when I was in high school, it became blue. So, but like, I love this room. I want this room. And then I decorated her room with a lot of Void Critters stuff. So she's got the Void Critter battle station, and then I put a whole bunch of the Void Critter, like the posters or like the decals on the wall, because I've decided that she is obsessed with Void Critters, and her parents like buy her all the packs. So she's got like the best like packs of Void Critters in school, and then she's got her favorite ones on the wall there. I played with them a little bit to figure out which ones I was going to choose, because there's so many of them. They're so cool. I want to get more into Void Critters. I want to like figure out what each Void Critter does. I wonder if I actually haven't seen much stuff about like each one of them, but I bet it exists somewhere. I bet like on the Sims wiki. I'm going to look up what every single Void Critter does and learn about Void Critters in the Sims. Oh, I made sure to give her a nightlight so that we don't have any monsters in the room. And oh, I love those. I think they're the movie hangout stuff lights, and I loved it for this room. I love her room. I was very, very pleased. I think like her room was my favorite thing in this entire build that I did. Her awesome Void Critters blue and purple room. I love it. But yeah, and then I did a little bit more stuff on this floor. I felt like I needed to put stuff in the hallway area, just because like it was so empty, and so I filled it as much as I could with a couple things. I don't like putting like stuff down just to fill space. Like, I usually want it to like have a purpose or like look really good, but I was really struggling with that hallway space. So you'll see a little bit later that I like some of the plants might be a little bit mismatched, but it's okay. And yeah, this bathroom, I was like, oh, maybe I'll make it different than the one downstairs, but as it went on, I made it a little bit more of a similar color scheme. Like, of course, it's not the exact same furniture as the bottom floor one, but I ended up making it more of a similar color scheme. I usually in my builds, I just make the bathrooms all the same. So I wanted to like maybe branch out, maybe decorate each bathroom, but then I gave up, and they're like, they can look very similar. The walls and floors are the same, which I do in like every single build that I do the bathroom. Like, because like when you're actually like building a house and it's like a big house, generally speaking, I'm pretty sure the bathrooms usually have the same like tiles and everything. Like you're not gonna like have it be like not cohesive if you're building like an actual house. So like maybe you'll have like different color schemes if like this is the kids' bathroom, but for the most part it's gonna be fairly the same. And then yeah, just a quick laundry room, just kind of to fill space, honestly. And then yeah, like I put a couple things like the chess table. That's what I generally wind up doing with big spaces like this, like hallway spaces, is I'll put a couple skill building items in, like a bookshelf or the chess table or an easel. And then we have upstairs, we actually have another larger skill building area, just because we needed a space for some of that stuff. I gave them like a big piano and everything, just because like, yeah, there needs to be some space to have that in any Sims build. Like art easels, pianos, anything like that, I guess. And like another office area. So this like upper floor here is like music, art, and office area. There's a computer in the kids' room, but this I think might be the only other computer desk I put in the build, which might be a little unrealistic, because if you were this rich, you'd probably have multiple computers, like at least for each sim. But yeah, this one ended up just having this one and then one in the kids' room. But it's fine. I don't like dislike the placement of it. And then yeah, so then there's on this upper floor also is the master bedroom, and then there is the bedroom of Eric's mom, whose name I'm blanking on right now, Mrs. Lewis. So yeah, she's upstairs. And like I feel like that would be slightly awkward if you had like the mother-in-law right next to the master bedroom, but whatever. I probably could have put her on the floor with the granddaughter. That might have been a little bit more realistic for an actual family living situation, but this is just how the layout worked. And I wanted there to be enough room for a bathroom on the middle floor. And I liked the whole balcony thing. I like putting stuff like the balconies in builds like this, because one, it means less space that you have to fill. And like, rich people have balconies like that, totally. But yeah, this is the master bedroom. That corner bathtub fit in perfectly in that little triangle bump out, which I was thrilled about because I didn't know how I was going to fill that. I was really glad that happened to be part of where the balcony was in the middle floor, because I didn't have to do it. And that was nice. But yeah, I'm almost done this whole upper floor area. Just have to do the master bedroom and then Eric's mom's bedroom, which I had a little bit of fun with. I thought I'd give it like a bit of a different vibe than the rest of the house. Like obviously Olivia's room has a bit of a different vibe because like she picked it all out herself. Like obviously her mom was like, it has to look nice, sweetheart. It has to like at least look appealing. I don't know if that's how Alice Kim would talk, but I do feel like she cares a lot about like the artistic value of things, but like in like a high art, like modern art kind of way. She likes things to look a certain way, I think. But also she's like a cool mom. I feel like she would be one of like the really, really cool moms. I wanted to give them like a closet walk-in, like when you first walk into the room, to have it be like a little closet area. And then yeah, otherwise like this bedroom actually wound up being pretty empty. I probably could have rearranged things and put a desk in here, but it did not end up being that way, I guess. But yeah, I think if I were to go back, I probably would add in a desk area into this room, just because it would be more realistic for them to have one at least for each adult to use, each of the parents. Because I think, yeah, I don't think I gave one to the grandpa either. Wow, I'm really blanking on the names of the grandparents. I'll just say Mr. Kim, because I think Alice's mom has the last name Spencer, but we don't see her. Oh, but yeah, this is Mrs. Lewis's room. I wanted to give it just like a little bit of a different vibe, as if she's like brought her furniture from her house before. And she's like, no, I'm gonna decorate my own bedroom. Like, it's gonna look like this. This is the kind of furniture I like, daughter. So I feel like she dug her heels in and was like, this is what my bedroom's gonna look like. But I really like it. It's very like pink floral, but also very classy, because I feel like she's a classy lady. And her little, if I had rocking chairs, I would put a rocking chair in this bedroom, but we're getting rocking chairs soon in the Nifty Knitting stuff pack, which I'm very excited about, because that means we can do a little bit more. And I'm gonna have a craft room in like most of my builds. Craft rooms are so fun. I'm actually really excited for that stuff pack. I wish it was like more. I wish we had more craft room stuff. But I guess I'll just have to live with what we get. But yeah, I gave her like a bunch of like family pictures over that dresser. I thought it'd be kind of cool to give her like a whole bunch of different portraits from like different generations of the family that she has like kept. and just, yeah, like a couple things from her old home. I feel like she probably brought like the most sentimental things with her to come live with her daughter, because probably after she was no longer living with her husband, she needed the support of her daughter to to continue living. And I feel like she'd also want to live with her granddaughter very much, so I feel like they're probably really close. But yeah, I just quickly edited this garden area. I didn't do it as much as I would have liked, because honestly I was getting a little bit burnt out of doing this build, because it took me upwards of 3 hours. I did it over the course of 2 days, and it was very long, and I don't know why I spent this much time on it. I think I spent a lot of time trying to make the outside of the house work, but I ended up just not liking it at all. So yeah, by this point in this build, I was pretty burnt out. But I tried to make the garden look as decent as possible. It might have been better off if I had not deleted everything from it, but whatever. And then yeah, I gave him his little like side house for Mr. Kim. Similar kind of vibe. I feel like the bathroom is a little bit more in like the taste of Alice. But I think I accidentally, earlier in this video, I referred to Mrs. Lewis as Alice's mom, but she's not. She's Eric's mom. Either way. I feel like Alice's father would have also brought his own furniture. So that's kind of what I tried to do with this room, is try to make it a little bit more mismatchy, which, like, much to his daughter's distaste, he was like, no, I like this mismatching furniture. This is what I'm gonna have. But, like, obviously the kitchen and the bathroom are still, like, very similar to the rest of the house, but then all, like, the furniture he's actually brought in are a little bit different. He's like, I like this chair. This is my favorite chair. I'm not getting rid of this chair. So yeah, I kind of had fun, like, thinking about that while I was building it, and just, like, picturing, like, him being very indignant about his furniture. But yeah, this build is coming to an end. I didn't post it to the gallery, but if anyone desperately wants it, I will. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my next video, probably tomorrow. So thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time.